I remember one day I could barely get out of bed. It was like everything was just crushing me, hitting me, getting me down. I had all these problems with the business. I had, problems with friends. I had problems with my family, employees. Everything was just getting me down. I had pissed off customers, suppliers. And it can get to you. It can really bring you down. And I remember one morning I couldn't get up. I was just sitting there and I was just staring at the ceiling, and my mind was just going 100 mile an hour, 100 mile an hour, racing. And I started thinking, why am I doing this? What am I putting myself through this for? I could just go get a job, working for somebody and just sit there on Facebook and earn my $20 an hour, whatever they put me on, and just, have a normal life. And then I started thinking, no, that's not what I want. That's a sad average life. And I started thinking about my why. I started wondering, why was I doing it? What was inside of me? What was, my main trigger point that I wanted to be successful and grow up? And I think it came down to when I was a child and I was a little kid growing up, and all I ever heard from my single mum was, no, Aaron, we can't have that. No, Aaron, we can't afford that. Money doesn't grow on trees, Aaron. And that really resonated inside of me, that when I grew up, I started thinking subconsciously that I never want to hear that ever again. I never want to, when I have children, for them to grow up and hear that. I want to be able to do what I want, when I want, have what I want. And I started clicking and feeling better about myself as I started exploring these things, finding out and figuring out what my why was. So I grabbed a pen and I started writing on the mirror in the bathroom, what I want, why I want, the things that I need to do, how I'm going to get it. And I just seen this big picture, and something came from that sort of pulled me forward. It pulled me through the shit. There's so many things going on in your life that can be up and down. You can have good days, bad days, and sometimes really dark, bad days. And I remember that was one of my darkest days. And so the point that I want to make to you guys is always figure out your why. Have a huge goal and a reason why, what you want it to be and how you want it to see. The clearer you can paint that picture, the stronger the pull is. Because there's a lot of people that are going through life and they're just drifting around. They have these dreams and goals and I'll do that one day. If things are going well, then I'll have a crack at it. Or I might give that a go for a little bit and see how that goes. Those are bullshit loser attitudes. You want to have a clearly defined why. You want to have that goal. You want to have a big picture of it. You want it to be clear as day. That thing will pull you through. If you're having a down day, it'll pick you up and it'll pull you through. If you're having a good day, it'll propel you forward instead of just drifting through. If you don't have a big enough why, it's easy for a dark day to hit you and smack you and keep you down. It's easy if you don't have a huge reason and position where you want to be for other people to, quickly voice their opinions and push you down. It's easy to be knocked around by day-to-day things. When you have a strong enough why, I think that's the reason why I'm able to jump up out of bed every day. There's a smile on my face. People are always looking at me like, where do you get all this energy from? Where do you get all this motivation from? I'm not pulling it from anywhere. Something is pulling me forward, and I can't stress enough how important that is. Get a pen and paper, get it out of your mind, start to go deep down inside yourself, pull it out, work out your why, draw a picture of it might be a beautiful home. What does the home look like? Is it 2 stories? Is it 3 stories? Do you park underneath? Is there a side garage? Is it on a cliff? Is it in the bush? Is it in the rainforest? What color is it? Do you have a pool? Is it inside the house? Is it outside? Start to think about all these things and clearly define what you want in life and watch it pull you forward. I can't stress enough, guys. Have that clear picture in your mind and kill it.